for great Khaleesi Act, everyone!
Hey, how are you guys? Yeah, good. I'm excited to be here tonight. It's about my second time ever doing Jai Tai, because I just moved here from Boston about a few months ago, and what's crazy about, like, Seattle and Boston really aren't that much different, because we riot over shit all the time, too. But I like Seattle a lot more, because at least it's always about important stuff, like politics and Ferguson. In Boston, it's always about sports. Like, oh, the fucking sports team won, let's throw a flaming garbage can. Oh, the fucking sports team lost, let's throw a flaming garbage can. You know, I thought Oprah Winfrey's Book of the Month choice was a little underwhelming. Let's throw a fucking garbage can. And that's always hard for me, because I'm not like, I have a really hard time with sports, because I have a really hard time getting fired up over other people's accomplishments. Like, well, picture throwing on like a big foam finger and like a t-shirt that says Andrew on it, right? And like creep up to your like neighbor's window and be watching him have sex with his wife and be like, oh, Andrew, awesome! Take it to the hoop, man! You know? Everyone thinks you're weird. But they think I'm weird. What's funny too about, because I work at a little convenience store, it's on the corner of Pike and Bourne, and the protesters, you know, they walked up Pike Street, and it was amazing to see, and it really taught me something too about the difference between here and Boston. Is in Boston, all the rioters are like crazy frat boys and stuff, and here taught me, this is really obvious too, that out-of-shape people have every right to express their political discontent too. It's like the first 90% of the march, you know, the signs up like, we want justice, we want peace, we want equality. The last 5%, you know, they're dragging the signs. We want justice. Which is all sorts of fucked up too, because if you're the negotiator on the policeman's side, like, you gotta negotiate with the back of the line, right? The front, they want justice, equality, all that, you know, the back, barely justice, and I have to stop walking up the front. Oh man. And it's funny too, because I have to go back to Boston, you know, for Christmas and everything. And I always remember when I was coming here, my mother had to drop me off at the airport and everything. And the airport, it's really shady and it's a scary neighborhood and stuff, and my mother and I were waiting for the shuttle to come get me. And my mother, she turned to me and said, what's probably the most like endearing thing anyone's ever said to me. She goes, well, if anyone attacks us, at least you can use that karate, you know. Because when I was like 12, I took fucking karate. And that's the sweetest thing anyone's ever said to me, but it's fucking ridiculous. And I started to get mad because my sensei, you know, was this old woman, Sensei Zhang. And she never sat my mother down to explain that the kung fu's completely negated if the other guy's got a gun. You know, the thing's completely useless. And then I started to get really worried, like I'm praying to God no one's going to come and rob us. Because effectively, my mother's going to be robbed twice. The first time when they see all that shit, and the second time when she's like, I forked over like $1,200 for fucking kung fu lessons. You guys are going to want to go proud.
Great Khaleesi Act, everyone!